What are you nerds doing? Oh, look, they're greeting me. Aw, how nice. Before I record a Minerva log, I think I'm gonna make a movie today. Let's talk about Minecraft server hosts. Taking a break from my movie, it would appear as though somebody told me on Discord that CubFan had approved our breeder, and I didn't know what he was talking about. And as it turns out, on Hermitcraft,
Yep.
CubFan actually built Lemon and I's design for a villager breeder. You might recognize this. This is actually what we use on Minerva to breed our villages. It is pretty debatably the best design out there right now, both in lag efficiency and in space, well, not quite space efficiency, but a breeder of like the size you're seeing here would produce about 100 villagers an hour. I don't know, it's 6 per hour per villager, so this would produce 80. So yeah, that's just I had no idea that he had used this design. It kind of makes sense why this got so many more views than normal, but wow, I'm kind of fangirling here because, like, Hermitcraft is pretty cool. I used to watch their videos a lot more than I do now. I don't really have the time anymore, but I would see like that they would build more redstone stuff designs and that they would do different things by other people, and now someone's actually built something on the server that we designed, and that's a pretty good feeling of accomplishment. See, even put in the thumbnail. I That's a pretty cool thing. I just found this and wanted to include this in the video. I needed to use a cube toast image for the movie I'm still working on. It is quite a while later. And when I searched for a larger image size, I found this. Let me save you the time. None of these are the cube toast picture I was looking for. So it would appear a nice blue logo next to pretty easy to read text is a fairly common marketing technique. After I had finished recording, it would appear as though LaFlossie did, in fact, finish and label his non-stackable items filter. I don't think it's actually been used yet, but, it works, so, or, well, he labeled it, so I assume it works, but, I don't know, it's pretty cool that we have that. But also, I noticed that when we worked in the villager area, some of the seeds had never actually started growing, and later on I noticed that they probably didn't have the right light level. I was just over there, I did a quick check, and that is of course true. Every single seed that hasn't actually started growing has a light level of 8, and if you don't know anything about crops, then they need a light level of 9 or more to grow. So I figured I'd grab some sea lanterns and bring them over. Getting over here is always just the easiest thing. I mean, it's wide open space where you can just fly forever. And yeah, it brings you right to it. Ah, hey, there's the breeder. I just talked about that in this video. Look at that, we used it ourselves, and it's really, really nice. They're not actually growing that much right now because all of the crop farms are probably still refilling the chests from our trading session. This is probably not necessary, but I fall in here all the time. So I think I'm just going to fill in every single space because I'm sick of ruining these crops. Because every time I fall in here, I basically have to replant everything. What you're about to see is a hyperlapse. It's different than a time lapse in that a hyperlapse uses a series of photos, whereas a time lapse uses a video that is sped up. Hyperlapses are better for me because I can't quite record a time lapse with 2 Minecraft accounts, and I'm holding a hoe because I may or may not have fallen down once or twice and broken some seeds. But that's besides the point. Enjoy the hyperlapse. Alright, yeah, this last bit took the longest. I actually recorded this after the clip before the hyperlapse. Hope you guys enjoyed that little bit. I've never done one of those before. I might do more in the future because they're pretty fun. I'm actually recording this, taking a break from the movie I mentioned earlier. This is one of those all-day projects. It's just a 5-minute video, and it's taking quite a lot of work. Yeah, so now actually let's hop in there in spectator mode and see that already, yep, the babies are already sprouting up. So that should actually increase the efficiency of this farm by a bit. I don't know, it won't be too much, but it shouldn't hurt, like it should have been much faster anyway. And this is actually interesting. You see, this has happened before where it pushed the piston. You know what I'm seeing? There shouldn't even be a piston on top of this. For whatever reason, the people who built this actually placed the piston, and what happened is we have these 2 high sea lantern columns to light up most of this. Obviously, you just saw that they did not do the job, so this lighting grid should definitely help with that. But the piston, which shouldn't be there, was actually pushing this down and breaking the water, so all of these have been dry land. I dealt with this before, it's really not a big deal. However, this time I've spotted the piston, which should never have been there, and now it should be an easy fix to just slap down. Will this open? Ah, come on. To just slap down some ice and place everything back. Alright, good as new. Actually, let's, this is gonna bug me. Ah, that looks much better. I suppose this wouldn't be complete without... No! I suppose this wouldn't be complete without seeing the farm harvest. Any second now. Maybe? I must say, with the lighting on top of here, it's definitely easier to bug fix this thing being able to run across. You know, that's interesting. This got stuck. You see, I put some items in, and they started flowing over, but this has always been locked. Okay, so when that empties, this should trigger. I say should because sometimes that torch doesn't work. Ah, there we go. Look at all the pumpkins and melons. Ah, ah, pigs.
I euthanized a bunch of villagers today.
Yeah, and how did that go?
It's alright. They didn't deserve to live anyway. They were nitwits.
Oh my god, this is insane. I'm just spawning pigs and they're just flying out. What is happening? Oh my god. A very concerned looking Zed has come to join. Yes, everyone's got observers on their heads. Ah, great, I'm done with my movie. Well, that only took all day. Alright guys, let's huddle around my little campfire here. I got a story to tell to wrap up today's episode.
Campfire song.
No. So, let's see, let's start. Today is Friday, April
Correct.
28th.
I got a long weekend.
So this Wednesday, let me explain my school schedule here for you real quick. On block days, which are Wednesdays and Thursdays on full weeks, we only have 3 of our classes, and then the other day we have and then on Thursday we have the other 3. So on Wednesdays we have our 135 classes, and then on Thursday we have our 246 classes. On Thursday, my 246 classes are economics, gym, and then I'm a teacher's assistant for a teacher I've been friends with for a while. And she usually doesn't have anything for me. It's a pretty relaxed relationship. She just lets me go home early if I got nothing. And then economics, well, that's not a class I need to be there every day for. So, and I shouldn't have to explain gym. So usually I just have an agreement. What?
I don't know who Jim is.
Huh. I did that to you. So, I usually...
No, I did that.
You tried that on me earlier. Yeah, I didn't do that to you. See, Iron is trying to get the one up on me because I always give him shit. Anyway, so I usually just have an agreement with my mom that on Thursday she just lets me sleep. There's no point in me going to school. There's nothing for me to do. It's a waste of a day. I mean, that is waking up early at 7 o'clock. I'm home by 3. Like, that's just a waste of my time. I'd much rather be home making videos like this for you guys to watch on YouTube. So, I stay home on those days. Well, this week, I got no excuse. I really screwed up. For whatever reason, it didn't click at all until Wednesday night. But I stayed home Wednesday. For whatever reason, I had it in my head that that was my 135 schedule. So I actually missed a day of school where I probably would have maybe benefited from being there. And then on Thursday, as usual, I stayed home just because there's nothing for me to do. I wrote an essay, finished an essay, and then I made the movie about Minecraft servers, which should be up by the time this video is released. If you haven't seen it, go check it out in the link in the description below. And then here we are on Friday. So I've missed 2 days this week, I think. I don't know if I was even here Monday, Tuesday. Probably. We'll assume I was. Yeah, I was at school Monday because I hung out with Allison, and then Tuesday... I don't think I went to school Tuesday. Well, anyway, on Friday, so today, I stayed for my first 3 classes, got that out of the way. Economics, not so much, but my 1 and 3 class are probably stuff I should be there for at least. Got caught up in those classes today. And then, around gym time, I was like, I should probably just head home. I mean, I texted my mom to come pick me up, but she said that Her, my grandma, my grandpa, my grandpa's sister, and my dad are all at a funeral today. Right at the time, 10, 11 o'clock, right when I needed to go home. So I was like, shit, well, maybe I'll just go home. But I decided I'd stick around for gym just 'cause, why not? And I did, and we played a game called Big Base. Basically, it's kickball, but with everybody, like four people run after the person kicks, so like five people at a time. It's just basically kickball for a big gym class, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. Had some nice plays, and it was enjoyable. And I figured, shit, I might as well stick around for lunch. And during lunch, I was kind of making up all these different theories, like, we have an extra key to my house hidden outside, but I'm like, oh, that doesn't always make it back outside when we use it. The front door and back door are probably locked, and if all of those were exhausted, I really had no idea. Because I'm coming home, like right now it is 1 o'clock recording this. School doesn't get out until 2:37. So that's at least an hour and a half, if you count the bus, another 2 hours before I'd even be home normally. So and I have no idea when that funeral is going to be done and my parents will be home, so I'd probably just be stuck. Maybe ask a neighbor who might have a spare key from watching our animals when we go on vacation. I don't know. And then, so I'm thinking about all these different scenarios at lunch, and I figure, shoot, well, I'm just going to go home because in English, before anybody, I don't know. In English, I wrote the essay. I'm up to date with the book. She has some bullshit assignment where we need to like do something about the pages. I think it's stupid, and I told her that. So I'm caught up with the pages, reading The Perks of a Wallflower. Seen the movie. Don't even try to spoil it in the description, but book's pretty good, I must say. 96 pages in, I'm thinking the movie did it justice. So far, I actually like the movie better because you can, hear the music and everything, and it adds a lot. I digress. So there's still, I just want to reiterate how important this is, that I don't usually do this, and I only skip school when there's truly nothing better for me to stay for. I'd much rather be home, as I said, making videos, playing Minecraft, talking shit to Ina. And so I just went home, and this is where it gets even crazier. So when I walk home, it's usually about, I get pretty convenient with school. I'm going to draw a picture on the screen with my mouse. If you haven't clicked the screen off by now, then I don't know why. So if you say the dude's message up here is like my school, and then this is a long street, I live like down here. So it's just like a 1.6 miles straight to my house with a little curve at the end. Like it's just one straight walk down a really long mile-long road. So I can walk home with ease. In fact, I used to walk home instead of taking the bus just because it's about 20 minutes for me to do that and the bus takes 30. So I'm like, shit. I mean, I have walked out of the shower and seen like, in my towels still drying off, looked out the window and seen the kids on my bus just getting off. I'm like, perfect. I got home enough time to take a shower. And as much as one might think this is bullshit seeing as I run a Minecraft YouTube channel, I like fitness. Like I don't get a lot of it. I don't take a lot of walks, just I should. I've been thinking about doing that more, but maybe if Alice. Anyway, um, so like this mile and a half long walk, that's something I need, and I enjoy that. But today of all days, one of the other kids on my stop just so happened, he said he's never skipped school before, left school early at exactly the same time I did. And we don't even have the same lunch. Remember, I left right after lunch. Unbelievable to me. This is an insane coincidence because I know him fairly well. We chit chat when we're walking to and from the bus, and it's like, of all the days for him to on the same day as me. I mean, I get that it's Friday, but like the same time of day in the school day, like that's pretty crazy to me. I'm not even gonna like that. Just took me by complete surprise, and I don't know. That kind of freaked me out. So. Let's fast forward through all that. I mean, we just talked about the route and how I take these little shortcuts, and he was panting by the end of it, so I think he was trying to keep up with my pace because I try to keep about 3 to 4 miles an hour. I got to get that 20-minute walk home because 2 or 3 extra minutes is not really a big deal. Anyway, so I get home, and like I said, I went through all these different scenarios on how I'd get into the house or what I'd have to do. The front door was unlocked. Uh, I'm like, really? My mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my great aunt, I suppose, if that's my grandpa's sister. All these adults, like maybe because I texted my mom, they just left the door unlocked. It wasn't even, I just walked right into the house. And that's where I basically came right in, urinated, and started recording this clip.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. What'd you say?
I don't know, you'll see it in the video in a few days.
Okay.
See, that's the greatest thing about YouTube right there. I wasn't listening. Ah, you'll hear it, don't worry. Okay.
No.
That was 8 minutes long.
That's bad.
Well, I
That
hope
means
you
you tell
guys
you it's
enjoyed my little
10:19.
campfire story. No songs this
really
time.
Well, god damn it, you spoiled my YouTube
Can we
video.
make s'mores now?
Yeah, I'm gonna end the clip here, and then we're gonna go.
Spoilers, come on, man.
We're gonna go make some. You know what? I have the perfect. Hold on.
We need
Hold
some
on.
s'more ice.
Oh, he saw that coming. There's your s'more. All right.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna end the video here because I know that somebody just got the urge for s'mores. If it's the right time of day, go make a fire. Don't do a candle. It'll work, but it's not gonna. If you want to eat wax, I mean, yeah.
Don't burn down your house.
So that's gonna be the end of today's episode. Hope you enjoyed story time, and thanks for watching.
Monkey Beast.